Okay, so here's my review slash update of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7. Yes, you heard it right. Not the Tab S8, the Tab S7 after using it for about 2 whole years. Let's go ahead and jump in. Now, first things first, let me go ahead and start off by saying that this tablet, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7, is still a very relevant tablet in 2022 as we're approaching the end of the year here. So even in 2023, I anticipate that this tablet is still going to be very relevant. Sure, there's only one major update left here because, as you know, when this guy came out in 2020, it was eligible for up to 3 major updates from Samsung. That simply means that Samsung is willing to support the tablet for up to 3 years when it comes down to just major updates. And of course, the security will be up to 4 years. That being said, I know some people wonder whether after that support, the tablet just stops working. It doesn't. I know people, and I've said this before, I know people still rocking the Samsung Galaxy Tab S4, right? And it's still working. It's not as optimized as you would like it to, but it still works. And you have to keep in mind that with this one being a flagship tablet, it's going to be a little while before it starts, breaking apart and, slowing down on you and all that good stuff. So it should still work even after Samsung stops supporting the tablet. With all of this being said, if you are in the market for this guy and let's say you wanted to pick up one off of eBay, you can find this guy here for about $250, right? So if you wanted to grab this like a refurbished version or a refurbished unit off of eBay, you should still be able to enjoy pretty much the same user experience you would be getting on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8, which is the current flagship tablet from Samsung, right? So keep that in mind. So if you are thinking about grabbing something that you're going to be using for the next 2-3 years, this is still a pretty good option because obviously there's still 1 year left of software update here. And if you're planning on using another year or 2 after that, you still can do it. Obviously, it all depends on what you do with your tablet, but I can tell you that with the chipset that you have loaded here, Snapdragon 865 Plus, you will definitely guarantee a top level performance, whether you're doing video editing or playing games or just doing day-to-day stuff, going to school, watching your courses online, whatever the case may be, you should still be able to enjoy that user experience that is offered by the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. By the way, this video is going to feel like a Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 versus Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 a lot. That's simply because I'm using the Tab S8 as the reference, right? You have the Tab S8 as the current flagship. So I kind of want to let you know what it is like using this guy here vis-a-vis the user experience that you'll be getting using a Samsung Galaxy Tab S8, if that helps you, kind of gauge what it is like to use the tablet. But anyway, it's been 2 years, and like I always say, I take pretty good care of my tablets. I have family members every now and then that will grab one and never give back, or maybe borrow one, and after a while they give back, but they generally know to make sure that they use my tablets properly, right? So 2 years later, obviously you're gonna get some scratches, depending on how you use. As long as you maintain these tablets very well, I can tell you that they will last a while. It's a robust build. It's a very, very well built tablet. It feels premium. It looks premium because it is a premium tablet. So as long as you use it well, let's say you keep it in a case, you should be fine, right? In terms of scratches and dings and all that stuff, you should be just fine. Now let's go ahead and talk about performance. Now, in terms of performance, it's still a beast, right? Snapdragon 865 Plus is still a pretty tight chipset to have in a device today, believe it or not, right? Sure, I understand that many of the mid-range tablets are coming up, right? Let's say the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 FE, for example, is boasting a Snapdragon 778, whatever it is. So as technology evolves and you look back at some of the benchmarks, that was set by some of, let's say, the old school flagships, right? You realize that today's budget tablets actually go past that. It's only normal. We've seen that for years, right? But with the 865 Plus, that is still something to be considered even today as flagship level. Again, if you are considering picking up a refurbished unit, go ahead and do so. You can pick up one from eBay for like $250, or I will make sure that I have the links in the description if you are planning on buying one brand new. So I'm gonna have the links, to either Best Buy. I'm gonna check like I always do to make sure that it's the best deal that I can find. I make sure that I put the links in the description. But anyway, so 2 years later, still a fantastic tablet to use. Now my model here is running Android 12 and it's running perfectly on there. Still pretty snappy. You still have the ability, One UI obviously is just an amazing skin to have on a tablet, especially one large like this one, right? So you're able to, use Samsung DeX and toggle, like I always say, toggle between multiple windows. So you can have your tablet display that UI, right? That desktop UI to make you a bit more productive. Well, a lot more productive. Just attach a keyboard and a mouse and you are pretty much ready to go. You will be able to do that. With Samsung pushing out updates, obviously they're fixing bugs and all that good stuff. So you are pretty much set. So this is still a very current tablet. Now, one of the things that you should be concerned about is the battery life. I can tell you straight up that the battery has gone down. It's normal, right? That part of the hardware is going to degrade over time, right? So at this point, I'm noticing that I have to charge the tablet before the end of the day. When you buy it brand new, you're definitely guaranteed to get at least 1 day. When it was brand new, it was definitely going throughout the day without any issues, as long as you're just using moderately. Even if you're a power user like I am, definitely seeing an entire day. If you go out there and buy one brand new, that's what you should be expecting. But 2 years later, obviously you should be seeing the battery down to about 80-ish or mid 80-ish%, but it is strictly subjective to what, to your type of usage, right? If you barely use your tablet, obviously it will last. It will go down, but it still should last longer than someone who's using it constantly, like every second. Picture quality is still amazing here. And I've said this before, right? It's a TFT display, but it's not your typical TFT display that you would find on like some of the budget tablets out there, right? This is a high level TFT display. The display here, I believe, is 2560 by 1600. On an 11 inches tablet like this, the PPI is pretty high, right? So the density, the ability for the tablet to push out very sharp image quality is pretty high on here, right? So it's pretty good. And I believe the PPI is about 280 or so. But either way, image quality is super sharp here, unless you're looking specifically for something like a, OLED display. This guy here does not really have anything to envy from other displays out there. Beautiful display, whether you're watching movies or playing games. And speaking of gaming, right? So if you wanted to just buy this for gaming, you could certainly do that. The power that it offers will make you enjoy all your games at the highest settings. I like to play Call of Duty, and on here you can play that at the highest settings without any issues. My unit here is 128 gigs of internal storage, upgradable or expandable rather, at up to 1 terabyte. You also have 6 gigs of RAM here. Again, performance is excellent here. You should not be disappointed. Now, given that this is more of a quick review, I'm not going to go any longer than this. I've made multiple videos on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7. So if you want to go ahead and check those out, you could probably get a lot more, could get a lot more details about the tablet itself. They are a lot more comprehensive than this particular video. So make sure to go click the video tab, and just search on the channel, and you should be able to find all of the videos that I've made on this tablet right here. But anyway, do you own this tablet, or are you in the market for this tablet? Do you have questions? Maybe you're in the market and you have questions about this tablet. Make sure to put those questions in the comment section. I will try to get to them like I always do. And I know a lot of our viewers are also going to chime in. And I absolutely love to see when other people are chiming in saying, hey, I own this, and this is what my experience has been like, when people share their experience in the comment section. So make sure to check out that comment section. Make sure to share the video also if you know anyone who is in the market for this specific tablet or for a flagship tablet. Right now, make sure to like, subscribe, of course, if you haven't done so already. I am going to catch you in the comment section like I always do. I'm also going to catch you in the next video. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.